Today I'm taking a look at something a bit different. This is EpoMaker's HE108, and this is a full-size Hall effect keyboard, which is actually quite rare when you take into consideration that usually you get these type of keyboards at 60, 65, 75% size. But this one goes all the way with full 108 key layout, including a numpad, full function row, and a dedicated navigation keys. So right away this keyboard is targeting users who want cutting-edge gaming performance but still need a full productivity layout. And the HE definitely brings some serious specs. We're talking about Hall effect magnetic switches with adjustable actuation down to 0.005 millimeters and 8K pulling rate, rapid trigger support, and even massive 10,000 mAh battery. On paper, that combination sounds extremely impressive, especially considering this is a full-size keyboard. Starting with the design, the HE108 keeps things fairly clean and straightforward, which is something that many of you guys still prefer, including the numpad, the full row at the top, arrows, and of course giving you more like flexibility in the workflow, like spreadsheets, editing software, or just like having a numpad available. The keyboard also uses double-shot PBT keycaps in a cherry profile, which is always nice to see at this price point. And they're translucent, meaning the RGB light comes through clearly both during the day and at night. The board itself is also quite heavy, sitting at 1.2 kilograms, which gives you a solid and stable feel on the desk. That is also quite important. The case is made out of a thick ABS plastic, and internally EpoMaker uses a gasket-mounted structure combined with a 5-layer sound dampening system. This includes poron foam, IXP switch pads, PET layers, latex foam, and silicone bottom layer, all working together to create that softer and more muted typing experience. And since we're at that typing experience point, I think it's time to hear the sound of this keyboard. Now, since we're talking about Hall effect keyboard, what you can expect while typing is soft touches don't create literally any sound, but unless you're pressing it during the gaming or typing or whatever, you're going to hear a talk just when you press it firmly. So basically when it touches the bottom part, you'll actually hear something, or when the spring bounces back, it creates some certain sound. Other than that, there is no echoing behind it because, well, let's be honest, 5-layer dampening system is doing its job perfectly fine. Now, when we go at the back of the keyboard, you get this silver plate that is covering the whole back panel, and right in the middle you have USB Type-C for charging or connecting it wired. Then you have the option to switch it from Mac to Windows, and you have another option because this is a 3 connection keyboard, which means that you can connect it either via USB dongle, so 2.4G wireless connection, wired, and Bluetooth, which is amazing. Now, of course, the main highlight of this keyboard is the actual Hall effect technology. The HE108 uses EpoMaker Creamy Jade magnetic switches, which are factory lubed, and they are really lubed when you see at the close-up. Linear switches with adjustable actuation from 0.1 millimeters all the way up to 3.3 millimeters. This means that you can set extremely fast actuation for gaming or a deeper press for more controlled typing. And because this is a Hall effect, you're also getting rapid trigger support, meaning the key resets the moment you release it, instead of waiting for a fixed reset point. But I mean, you know that. EpoMaker also includes features like Snap Key or SOCD, DKS support, adjustable dead zones, and per key customization through their software. So if you're into competitive gaming, especially FPS titles, this keyboard definitely brings all the modern features you'd expect from a high-end Hall effect board. Performance-wise, the HE108 supports up to 8 kHz pulling rate in wired and 2.4G wireless mode, along with very high scan rate, which helps reduce latency even further. According to EpoMaker, latency can go as low as 0.2 milliseconds in wired mode, which puts this keyboard firmly in the competitive gaming category. Now, the battery on this keyboard is really something impressive, 10,000 mAh, which means that in standby it goes up to 500 hours, with the RGB on is 32 hours. And what EpoMaker claims is it can go up to 500 hours without RGB, which is honestly insane when you're thinking about full-size let's be honest, it's a full-size keyboard. Of course, you're going to pack it with a large battery, giving the maximum out of the whole experience of typing and not being able to charge. Basically, the wireless mode is a gift in this keyboard. So I'm just gonna go slightly back when I mentioned the typing. So with the gasket mount combined with the layer dampening, it gives the keyboard a softer and slightly, I would say, creamy sound profile. Well, basically, it's kind of interesting that the creamy jade switches are inside, but they are linear and relatively smooth right out of the box, which makes the board suitable for both gaming and longer typing sessions. Inside the box, what you get are these two creamy jade switches. Like if some, for some strange reason, stop working, you get keycap and switch remover, and you get nicely braided USB Type-C to USB Type-A cable. Now, one thing that I do have to say, and this is more on a personal level, and since this is a full-size, high-profile keyboard, well, basically a regular keyboard, it's not something that I would personally prefer because I'm more on a low-profile and smaller keyboard segment. But this is just my personal experience, right? This is just something that I personally prefer because, let's be honest, I'm preferring low profile and smaller keyboards. This is something for others that prefer full size and normal keycaps, normal switches, and everything all together. So this doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. It's just something to keep in mind depending on your preferences, just to give you an idea from my personal perspective towards your personal perspective and give you an idea what to expect. Still, I do appreciate that EpoMaker went with a full-size Hall effect keyboard because there honestly aren't many options in this specific category. Most manufacturers focus on smaller layouts, so having a full-size magnetic keyboard with modern gaming features is actually pretty interesting. Overall, the EpoMaker HE108 is very feature-packed keyboard. You get, I'm going to repeat myself, Hall effect switches, adjustable actuation, rapid triggers, 8K pulling rate, 3-mode connectivity, large battery, gasket mount construction, full-size layout. That's quite a lot packed in one board. It's probably best suited for users who want competitive gaming features but still need a full keyboard for work and productivity. And while it may not be my personal favorite layout, to be honest, but due to the full height design, I can definitely see the appeal here, especially if you're looking for a full-size Hall effect keyboard, which is still pretty uncommon. So one thing I do have to say, it's pretty interesting that EpoMaker released an HE108, which is definitely, I can see the appeal from you guys because when I do review smaller keyboards or keyboards that have detachable numpad or anything similar to that, I see loads of comments in terms of, is there going to be a full-size keyboard? Is there going to be a regular profile keyboard or anything similar to that? Which brings us to the point that this might be just the thing, because you're getting, as I stated already, a keyboard that is ready for competitive gaming, but still, if you want to work and have the regular process of a full-size keyboard, this could be it. So with the price tag and everything that you get inside, I think this is quite a catch because everything that I mentioned so far. So do let me know. I'm quite curious what type of keyboard in terms of a layout. Is it a low profile? Is it a standard profile? And the size do you currently have? And what are you aiming to upgrade to anything? The link for EpoMaker HE108 is in the description below. You have it in black and white. The black has the translucent keycaps, while the white has only this shift in translucent, well, basically clear keycap. So there's the difference. But the link is in the description. You can check that out. And if you're new to the channel and you like the content, so don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, click the notification bell, and I'll see you shortly in a new one. Thanks for sticking by. See you next time.